this was the late 90s, and the iMac had just come out. So the iMac was sort of the bulbous, colorful computer that was up on billboards everywhere. It looked like a rainbow. There were no Apple retail stores. There was no iPod. There was no iPhone. So when I joined, they were trying to create a team, put a team together to help create the Apple retail stores. And so they were looking for people from different retail backgrounds to help sort of build this idea.
Okay. And what was their approach different? Were there any key lessons you learned from the Apple approach that you can share with us that you leverage to this day that are beneficial?
Yeah, I mean, so I was a part of a team of 7 people, and we got to build everything from, we worked on the real estate strategy, the store design, the consumer experience all around, the customer flow, inventory management, technology, systems, process, employee policies. I mean, it was like we all got to do everything. So for me, in terms of my personal learnings and the opportunity I had, huge, right? I mean, it's very rare that somebody gets to experience so many aspects of a business. Usually you go in and you're like, I'm a training person, so I do training, or I'm an architect, so I design the building. I mean, the team that I worked with got to work on every single aspect of it. So that was huge. And then of course, having access to Steve Jobs and just, watching him and hearing the way he thought about things was incredibly powerful.
Steve Jobs is an interesting leader because a lot of people that knew him, a lot of people have no issues with saying he was kind of an asshole.
He's always a dick. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
He was an incredible leader. So, I mean, I'm not encouraging people to take the Steve Jobs approach to leadership of being a dick. Maybe that doesn't work well in the restaurant industry, but there are some key lessons. I mean, he did have some type of genius that was very effective. What was that genius that he had?
Yeah. I feel very strongly about this. I think being an asshole doesn't work 99.9% of the time. So if people want to take that approach, they're going to fail. I mean, the reason that it's so well known that he's an asshole is simply because it's so unusual to be that successful and have a personality like that. So if people decide that that's the portion of the story that they want to take, it's not gonna work out well. The reason that he was a successful leader despite that is because he was a crazy genius and because he was a crazy visionary.